Why, hello, everyone. This is Jennifer Sanchez, and you are with us for our Wise Morning Coffee Chat Show. So, I'm your host, Jennifer Sanchez. Thank you for those that are watching or watching the replay. We are super excited. We did start a little later today. Today it's a later time. We understand people are trying to sleep in or relax or taking their vacations, and it's totally understandable because even and Maria were like, hey, we can kind of like go a little later, so definitely make sure you let us know where you're watching from. But I'm the founder of the Women's Institute of Self Development and Efficacy, WISE for short. And this all was inspired through our smaller group on Facebook, where we would have weekly WISE morning coffee chats, where I would get on live with the cup of coffee and was having conversations with the community that we have. And it evolved now to a show where we do it weekly, and I highlight women and bring on co-hosts like Maria Paloma here. So, Maria, can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
Good morning, everybody. So nice to be here with my cup of Joe here. Yes, we would talk last night and we said, oh, I think we're gonna start a little later. Everybody's maybe sleeping in, taking advantage of their staycation, or hopefully you are doing something else, something fun. But enjoying this. We're in Chicago. I mean, there's people coming in from somewhere else, but it's kind of been not so bad. Like chilly, but not cold.
Yeah, it's
Today
not
is
bad.
kind of dreary and it's supposed to snow this week. So we're sort of like, yeah, let's take it easy. The holidays, that are here upon us, and just taking it easy today with
Ex-
everybody. So, but glad to be here.
yeah, Maria. And Maria, you do a lot more. I think you didn't share what you do with all the viewers.
Just saying good morning. I would
You don't
But
want
for
to.
those of you who don't know me, I am Maria Paloma. I am a member of the WISE group. I just finished my last class of cohort 5. So excited. Woohoo for me.
Hey.
Yes, ready to endeavor in some brand new stuff. 2021, here I come. But I am a full-time teacher, so I'm definitely on staycation right now and enjoying it. I'm also a Rodan and Fields consultant. It is a premier skincare company, and I love their products. So if you want more information, definitely reach out to me. I am married. I have 3 children, and I'm enjoying my time with them as well. And I also am using a product recently called Now You Invest, which is a great tool to help you make some investment decisions online. And so I'm definitely learning lots about that, and would love to share any information you might be interested in. If you're a little intimidated about investing like I was, believe me, it's much easier than people make it out to be, and it's fun. And also you could get some good returns using the Now You Invest tool to make you help you make investing decisions wisely. So
Yes, it's a good product. I agree. We did have Yamilet. She said, "Good morning, ladies." So good morning, Yamilet. She's one of our. She's part of our community as well. She's a loyal viewer as well. So thank you for joining us. So I think this is going to be a great. What I really love about our community is we're big on having an ecosystem of or our own economy within our community. That's one of our biggest things, where in our community we encourage women to support one another in their business endeavors, right? And I think that's why so many women also enjoy the community, because we're all entrepreneurial. We all have similar, philanthropic ideas. We all are wives or in relationships and mothers, majority of us. And we have different, of course, but majority of us do live similar lifestyles, professional or entrepreneurial women. So I definitely like the whole idea of like, hey, support one another, promote one another. So share with us, of course, as well. We'll give you at the end an opportunity to share any promos that you have going, any opportunities that you want to share. We definitely want you to put it in the chat, and we can highlight it on the show. So that's our something that's exciting. And the reason why that idea came is because Yamile actually shared one of her links to get points through a system of shopping. And then she reached out to, she's like, "Did you sign up?" I was like, "No, I didn't." And someone signed up through her link because we promoted it. So I said, why not do that all the time? That sounds like a great idea. So that's what we're doing. So of course, we got to go into our favorite topic. The whole purpose of this show is coffee time, right? It's all about drinking a cup of coffee.
Mhm.
So, what are you drinking, Maria?
So first of all, I'm enjoying my new cup that my
Oh, that's so
wonderful son gave
cute.
me for Christmas. I said now it's official. Okay, I have the cup with the label on it.
The best mom ever. Yeah.
But I'm also enjoying a nice cup of coffee from our friends over at Percolator. I talked about them earlier this month. They're located in Portage Park, which is on Irving Park, and I'm enjoying their light roast coffee, nice holiday blend. So I love shopping locally and helping out our local um, you know,
Businesses.
businesses, and Percolator is one of our favorites. So last week I was enjoying coffee from Bia's Marianao's Cafe, and I made a mistake. They carry Jeannie's flan, not, I think I said Fanny's flan or something else, but they carry Jeannie's flan. So I apologize for making that mistake, but it's amazing. And they come in these cute little, small containers, just enough for, el antojo, right? And so that's over at BS Cafe Marianao, which is, they have two locations, Addison and Narragansett, and then Addison and Milwaukee, I believe. So they're great Cuban sandwiches. They carry coffee and flan. So definitely
Nice.
shop locally and yeah, have a nice cup of coffee.
Yeah, thank you for sharing, Maria. I love the whole shop local, share, drink, get coffee from your local coffee shops, right? We all love the Starbucks, we all love the Dunkin' Donuts. I have the Dunkin' Donuts, right? Because it's just easier than going out. But I love that you do that. So I think that's going to be an inspiration, or one of my goals for 2021 is
There you
get
go.
different coffees from local businesses.
Yeah.
That would be something fun. So we have, good morning, Rebecca's on the show. So good morning, Rebecca. And then we have Yamalette. She wrote, "I had a protein shake this morning and soon will be drinking my coffee when my hubby makes my coffee this morning." Awesome. That's some good stuff, ladies. So share with us if you're just jumping on. Let us know what you're drinking this morning, what kind of coffee. We also like to hear how people drink their coffees because it's
Mhm.
creative. It's right. Like, you'll hear some really interesting combinations. I've heard so much so far. Like,
Mhm.
I people put it with agave syrup or maple syrup, or they put, what is it, nutmeg instead of sugar, right? Or it's, of course, cinnamon. We know the cinnamon coffee, right? So it's just always creative to hear, or always nice to hear the way people drink their coffee.
A little shot of Bailey's is, nice sometimes too.
Yeah, Bailey's, like Bacardi, whatever you like to throw in your coffee, there is
Right.
no shame.
On staycation, right?
You're on staycation, you can start as early as you want. I'm just joking. So we have Leonor. She said, "Good morning,
Morning,
ladies."
Leonor.
And she said, "Starbucks home brewed coffee, no sugar or cream. Yummy."
Yummy.
That that is how I do it too. No sugar or cream. If I want sugar, I will put brown sugar in it when I need that sweetness, right, in my life. Um, but I love it. And actually, I have to give a shout out. I'm pretty sure today is our weigh-in for our Biggest Loser challenge. We always, I know I gained weight. Like I already know. Like that scale is going up. So much food I ate over the
Oh,
weekend.
tell me about it. I know.
How are you ladies feeling this Monday morning after a weekend filled with eating?
Yes. My kids are older, so they've been helping me cook, and so I tried to make empanadas this Christmas because we normally make tamales, but since I'm not a tamale making person, like I don't know the whole process, my sister takes care of it. So I said, yeah, I'm gonna go the easy route, make empanadas. Well, it did not turn out easy. It was. I mean, my kids are wonderful. I made them different. Like one had picadillo, one had chicken, and so the flavor was good, but they just didn't look good. But my kids are like, "Mom, don't worry about it. They're good. They're edible. Um, they're just, they just don't look okay, but they're good." So that they were great at and supporting me. But I was just
Oh,
disappointed. And my son is like, "Oh, it's just you. You have such high standards." I'm like, "Of course, because I want him to look a certain way." But
yeah.
man, we've been eating empanadas since then, so we've definitely gained a couple pounds.
Oh, and I think I love the whole tamale making, like,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
or empanada making, right? So when you told me you were making it from scratch, see,
Yeah.
when I've made empanadas, I buy the discs, the Goya
Mm-hmm.
ones or whatever, and just put the stuff in and throw it in the oven. You went all out, so
We
kudos to you.
we were doing it all day. It was a giant mess, but it was fun. They helped me, and they came out good.
Nice. So we also have Rebecca. She said, I like a little coffee with lots of cream and sugar. So she drinks or she drinks sugar. No, how do I say it? I don't even remember how I said it anymore, guys. It's too early.
Drink
Uh
cream coffee.
you drink cream with coffee. That's how it goes. Yeah. So Yamalet, she said, I definitely gained weight today. I ate so much, but it's all was all yummy.
Yeah,
And she actually have you guys made empanadas in the air fryer? It's so good.
I actually did try, but
Did it? Was it good?
well, the thing is that I thought I was being, trying to be healthy. Okay, so we're gonna eat a lot, but let's eat healthy. So I
Yeah,
went to the tortilleria to get the masa already made. So they sell you masa for tamales or masa for tortillas. So
really.
it's a little bit different preparation, and you have to tell them. So I said, okay, I'll get masa for tortillas, thinking empanadas are more like tortillas. So I think just the consistency of that is what didn't work for me because I tried it in the oven. I tried one batch and I said, let me try it in the air fryer. And it was just drying the dough up like crazy.
Yeah.
So it was just the edges were very hard. They were not crispy. That's the thing. They were just hard. So then I ended up frying them, which I didn't want to do, but they tasted fine.
Yeah, we
It's such a complicated day.
Yeah, we get it. We get it. We understand it happens. You got to improvise, right? It is what it is. Um, I think for me, I think I shared my biggest thing was supporting small businesses and or people, that have a side gig. So we did eat pasteles over the holiday, and that was so nice to not cook, and it was
Yeah.
so nice to just have food there. Like, yep, here it is. Okay, so it was really delicious. Um, and actually, I had tamales the next day at my father's. He got tamales. Okay, look, y'all, the best tamales I've ever had in my life. Not, well, I've had some good tamales, but it was Lolitas, they told me, on 35th and Ogden. These green tamales, like, I haven't had tamales like that in such a long time. And
Mhm.
I said, "Oh my god, these are amazing." So I just wanted to share that with you ladies. If you guys want to check out, like I think that's gonna be my go-to tamale spot now because they were just really yummy.
Yeah.
Um, so
There's
we
some
had,
there's some hidden gems for sure out there.
yeah,
We
it
won't
is.
mention. We want to hear about them.
Yeah, share your hidden gems. So I see we have some conversations here. Leonor said, drink sugar with your coffee. LOL. Good to have run into your program. Have an awesome day.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Thank you, Leonor. She put, I brushed it with olive oil. Maria, that's how she made her. She pushed
Yeah.
olive oil.
I tell you, girl, I tried egg, I tried olive oil, I tried everything.
Yeah, Melissa, she made pasteles for the first time this year and they were
Mm.
delish. So that's
Wow.
yummy. Here we have Asia. Good morning, ladies. And definitely, yeah, Melissa, she's gonna check out Lolitas. It's not far from me. Let me know how it goes when you go check them out. Um, and then ella said, tengo hambre, me gusta tamales. So we're having some great conversations this morning, and we're starting, a little later than usual, but I wanted to talk about this. um I just saw comments how people there were, and it's not, I put Christmas tree challenge. It's not a Christmas tree challenge. I just made that up. I just wanted to get people's attention. But I just thought, how quickly are you going to bring down your Christmas tree? Because some people were like, it's gone, like already it's out of their house. And some people are like, no, it's going to stay until, mid January, So I'm just curious. Like, I'm already ready to take my Christmas tree down, to be honest with you. I just want to get it over with, clean it up, and be it over with it. I don't know about everyone else. What about you, Maria? Do you still have yours up?
I still have mine up, and I actually normally put up a nacimiento, and that is such a huge undertaking for me. And because of my family, I usually host, and so we haven't put up a Christmas tree in many years. My husband said, "Well, since we're not having family over, let's put up a Christmas tree." And I said, "Oh, perfect. Then that's on you," because he likes to put the real one up. He goes shopping for it, cuts it, does the whole thing. He waters it every day. So I love it because your house smells nice for a couple of days. It's a fresh cut tree right in your home. But then also, it starts to dry out and it gets a little messy. So I don't mind keeping it up a little past, maybe even New Year's, like maybe the third or fourth or around there. But yeah, then it starts to get a little messy. So I definitely want it out soon. But, because it's a real tree and it does start to dry out. So but I love
Yeah.
it. Amazing. I love the smell. Hmm.
Nice, nice. So we have people saying, Emma says, I usually put my Christmas tree down after New Year's. I'm thinking this is Mary, one of my coaches. She put, I waited till after New Year's Day or Angel. This could be Angel as well. Um, Rebecca says, I was just thinking about this today, thinking about taking it down this weekend. See, I'm feeling you. Like I'm feeling like I'm ready. I
Mm.
don't know. I guess it's like I understood like some people are just tired of 2020 and they want to get. So then I said, well, maybe I should keep it up till King's Day, right? So that's why I was kind of thinking about like Three Kings Day, and I know that was something you wanted to talk about, Maria. Um, I thought maybe I'll keep it up till then. We have Asia. She said, I leave up the tree until late January. Oh, yeah, she does the holiday tree. I did a year round holiday tree. I change the decorations every single month. I'm talking Valentine, St. Patty's, Spring Flowers, Cinco de Mayo, patriotic all summer, then autumn in September to November. So that's I've seen those. That's pretty cool. Oh, look, it's Christina. Christina is the one that's commenting through Wise. So she's a Wise mentor. Uh, so we have what's Three Kings Day? So Maria, go for it. I know that
Oh
you wanted
my.
to.
So Three Kings Day is if you are Catholic, if you're not, maybe you're familiar with the story, but Christmas is the birth of Jesus. And so he was born in a manger in Bethlehem, and then the star of Bethlehem, which by the way came to show itself this year. And of course, why not? Because we're in the pandemic, and it's a sign of hope, right? We're gonna get out of this. But um, the 6th of January is when the three kings came to visit Jesus, and so they brought him gifts of myrrh, frankincense, and gold. Am I right? I might be off on those, but they brought gifts.
I don't quote me. I don't even remember all the time.
But that's that date. And so in some countries, And I think Mexico used to be like this because Mexico, it wasn't Santa Claus that brought you gifts, it was the three kings. And so the children put their shoes out at their front, the front door or somewhere, and that's where their gifts appeared from the three kings. So that's a story that I've heard. We've never really followed that tradition. What we did in my family, like I said, we put up a nacimiento, and that's just a manger. To me, it's like a little city in my living room. And I wish I had pictures to show you guys, but like I said, I didn't do that this year, primarily because my mom passed away a year ago, and it was just, still emotional time. But um in the manger we have, or in the little city we have a manger, and we have uh, Mary and Joseph, right? And then on Christmas Eve, then we bring out baby Jesus because that's when he was born. And
Mhm.
then we wait till the 6th of June of January, and that's when, so it's la acostada del niño y la levantada del niño. So you lay the baby down on Christmas Eve at midnight, and then you bring him up on January 6th. And when you lo levantas, he sits in a little chair all year long. And
Mm.
during the Christmas holiday, he's actually in like a little crib. So it's just the significance of his birth. And we maybe do some say some prayers, and we all gather around to eat, of course. But that's basically the story behind that. So we
Yeah.
still do it today, where kids get their kid gifts in Christmas and
Three
January 6th.
Kings Day. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it depends what traditions families follow.
Yeah, my mom says, "Put hay inside your shoes and leave your shoes out." Like, what? What are you talking about? So I didn't do Three Kings Day. I remember in Mexico when we would visit Mexico for the holidays. Of course, that's when people are celebrating. People are doing, what you were
Yes,
explaining, the um,
celebrations. Yeah.
the celebration of the Three Kings. Um, I remember eating the rosca. That's
Mm-hmm.
when I remember like the don't get the baby, like because it's supposed to be like a big old a Christmas wreath, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking this year I'm gonna try to make one with me and the girls. I think that's what my challenge is gonna be because I never did it really growing up because we were raised here. My
Mm-hmm.
parents weren't really big on, you know, ma- you know Three Kings Day. We celebrated Christmas. That's what we did. Um, I was raised Catholic, but now I'm Christian, so it's a little bit different. So to me, I'm kind of like, okay, I wanna still bring this tradition to my children now that I'm a different faith. I don't do everything right exactly how it's done, but I still feel like it's part of my culture, right? It's still part of my upbringing. So I want my daughters to experience some of that. So I definitely bought, a couple. It's been maybe a good 5, 6 years where I'm always buying the rosca,
Mm-hmm.
always cutting it with the girls, finding the baby Jesus. But then we don't like the roscas from the store. I don't know about you guys. I
Mm-hmm.
really think
It
they're
depends where you buy them from too. Yeah.
some places make them terrible. I'm just
You're right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so they might be still hard. So, I said this year I'm gonna make it myself with the girls, see if I can find something creative. Maybe it'll come out better and we'll like it better. And we'll hide the little dolls in there just for the girls to have fun and find them. It's fun for the kids to find the little dolls. You put little baby Jesuses inside of them and stuff like that, right? I know Jesus is a grown man. He's a grown man. He's live and well, right? But I just wanted it's something that our tradition does, right? The culture does, the Mexican culture especially. So let us know if you guys do Three Kings Day, if you celebrate it in some way, shape, or form. If you're thinking of celebrating it, put your shoes out and stick toys in them. I don't know. We don't do the shoe thing in my house though. We just do Christmas. We don't got time to shop again. Just saying. um,
That's funny.
so we wanted to go into dreams. So, go ahead, Maria. I know that was a topic that you were interested in.
I've always been, wondering about dreams. I go sometimes several days without any dreams, and then all of a sudden I have the wackiest dreams where there's like all kinds of people, all kinds of things happening. Um, and so then I just always can't help I wonder, like, why do I have these crazy dreams? And sometimes it's just a mixture of people from work, people from my family, my neighbors, like all kinds of people. So I just kind of wondered if anybody really took stock in that. Like, I think there are people out there who actually buy books about dreams, and right away they look up, oh, I dreamt fish, or I dreamt lots of water, or I dreamt, what does it mean? And so then I just kind of thought I'd be curious, just because things that I dream, I'm just like, maybe I just ate too much, or, I need to go to bed earlier, or too late, or I don't know. It just makes me wonder. What are
Yeah.
things?
I thought, yeah, I like the discussion around dreams, and I think for me, I take dreams very seriously. I'm not even gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Biblically, we know that God would send messages to His servants through dreams. So usually, especially depending when I have a dream, like how I feel about it. When I wake up, I kind of take like I say it all the time, temperature check of what's going on. And the reason why I take them so seriously also is because one year I had a dream of one of my uncles passing away, and he did pass away. And I was still too new to the Christian faith. I was still too new to understanding what dreams meant. So I didn't take into action practicing, because I believe to pray against them or cancel those dreams, or especially if they're dreams that you see a loved one passing away or something like that. Like I don't like those dreams. So
Mm-hmm.
um I definitely take my dreams very seriously, and I like to, I cancel the dreams in Jesus name, and that's how I was taught. Like if it's a dream that you don't want to come to pass, you come against it. And I even teach my daughters when they have nightmares, I tell them, look, if you don't like that dream, curse it in Jesus name, because that dream, we want to cancel that dream. That's something that I practice with my girls, because even one year I see comments coming in, but one year when my daughter was born, or when I was pregnant with my second, I dreamt her green.
Mm-hmm.
And I dreamt her when, she was birthed, and she was green, and like I could see her, like her color was green. And it was a little scary because I'm pregnant. Well, then it turned out like she was in the NICU for 7 days when she was born. She did have a virus. So that's like, to me, that was my warning before it even happened, what was going to happen. And I had to pray for it. So I was like, why would you show me my baby green? Right. But this is something that, it goes along with my faith and the practices. So I know for me, it's a little different than everyone else. So it could be different for someone else for sure. Um, but we
Yeah,
have,
I feel like you're very honed into that, and maybe I need to do more of that, because I just wake up like, oh my goodness, what the heck was that? And and I let it pass. Like maybe I need to do more of that investigation and try to maybe connect it, or hold on to it longer and see if something came out later in the day, because I don't do that. I just kind of laugh, or I just wonder like, what in the world? Like somebody just said, mis sueños son locos. That's me, I wake up and it's like, what is that?
oh yeah, it was Asia. Mis sueños son locos. Yeah.
Yeah, with the
Um,
friends.
yeah, Melissa said every time my friend would dream about fishes, someone around her was pregnant.
Yes.
um, Asia said I bought a dream journal for 2021. Yeah, that's the practice. Also, like to write your dreams
Mhm.
down. Yes, I have premonitions, sometimes too, Jennifer. So, yeah, I mean, to me, and I guess the biggest way I go is when I was even younger, before I got, into the Christian faith, I would be like, oh, I was like that person, like, what does it mean if, I saw salt or I ate a banana or something in my dream? So I was that person always researching these random things. And now I'm more like, okay, well, I kind of have to just sit back and say, well, what does this mean, signify, and go into prayer and ask God to reveal what are you trying to show me? And some dreams are just kooky and you're like, that was
Mhm.
random, you
Yeah.
know. But sometimes there are some dreams that don't leave you. Like you'll keep thinking about the
Yes.
dreams. Like, why are you showing me this right now? I don't want to think about this. So,
That happened to me for sure. Yeah.
um,
Or you have a similar dream
or a
where,
similar, a repetitive dream.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if some people have different techniques or
Mhm.
what they do. Asia said, yes, the fish dreams mean pregnancy. Remind me not to have fish dreams then. So so this is good. And Asia wrote, there is a lot of symbolism dreams, so I don't take everything literally. Absolutely, absolutely. Some of them are just kooky dreams, and like we go into our REM sleep, our deepest
Mm-hmm.
stage of
Mm-hmm.
sleep. That's when we actually dream. When
Mm-hmm.
we go, and our REM is only like 15 minutes out of the entire 8 hour
Mm-hmm.
day.
Yeah.
If you don't even go into your REM sleep, you don't even dream.
Yes.
You know, I don't know if anyone has a Fitbit. I don't know, Maria, if you have the Fitbit.
I do.
I like to wear it to see how my sleep pattern is.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And it tells you how long you were in REM, how long you were in the light REM, and how long you were just light sleeping, and how many times you
Mm-hmm.
woke up through the night.
Mm-hmm.
To be like, my
Mm-hmm.
REM was only 6 minutes, so that was a 6 minute dream, even though sometimes those dreams feel like hours, right?
Like they went on all night. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Asia said, do you have multiple dreams per night? My dreams are like mini series every night, like 5 to 6 different dream snippets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she said, "No, no, it doesn't mean that you will be pregnant, but someone you know is." Okay, just saying, Asia. Stay away from that. Stay away from fish dreams. That's all I was saying. I'm gonna go fishing. No, I'm
Yeah.
just joking.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when you're having a really nice dream, it's not like you can go, "Oh, I'm just gonna go back to sleep so I can continue dreaming." Like, nope, doesn't work that way.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, come back, dream.
Not work that way. That's
Good. This is good conversation. So we had to bring this up. Our
mhm.
next topic of discover. Everyone loves Netflix. I think Netflix is
I know.
Netflix versus HBO. And
Yeah.
it's funny. I just got HBO because of the new Wonder Woman
Mhm.
movie. That's the only reason why I got it. I said, okay, where's Wonder Woman gonna be streamed at? Where can I find it? It's on HBO Max. Okay, let me get it.
Mhm.
So I actually did watch Wonder Woman, and I could spoil it for you guys if you want, but I won't if you don't want me to. But I don't know. For me, I guess I haven't played with HBO enough,
Mhm.
but I'm gonna say this. We watched yesterday. Oh my gosh. What's the movie? It's a 90. We love 90s movies and 80s
Mhm.
movies. So we'll watch a lot of old movies. City Slickers?
Oh gosh, funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. Good one. Yeah.
Uh, we saw number 2 through HBO Max.
Okay.
Quality, the I was like, "Dang, the it's super clear." Like, you expect a 90s movie to look a little
Mhm. Mhm.
older, you could tell the quality might be a little off. It was pretty clear and crystal clear, and it almost looked like a newer movie, and I said and that was something, uh Rebecca said, "No, don't spoil it." Um, so that is something I did notice from watching an old movie, the clearness behind it. So I don't know if I should test this theory now,
Yeah. There you go.
but but I caught that real quick. I don't know. Do you like HBO or Netflix, Maria?
So we used to have HBO for a long time, and then we gave it up because we just were not even watching a whole lot of TV. So I primarily watch Netflix, but I kind of feel like Netflix has a pretty nice assortment or variety of movies like series, um, and just even new releases that are only on Netflix, like just Netflix releases. So um yeah, I kind of feel like it's, I mean, Netflix is definitely much cheaper, I think. Maybe I'm not even
Yeah. Well, I
I
know that we got Netflix such a long time ago that I
Mhm.
think we're still paying like the introductory price because we've never canceled our account. I think
Mhm.
HBO is 12.99 if I might not be
Might be
mistaken.
comparable then.
Yeah. So I see people saying here, no, don't spoil it, Rebecca. I will not spoil it for you. Then I gotta keep my mouth shut because I have some strong opinions about this movie. Um, I love the '90s movie. City Slickers is so silly.
Mhm.
It is a very silly movie. I haven't watched HBO Max enough to be able to compare, but I love the variety on Netflix for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
Um, we have HBO Max and we're watching The Big Bang Theory. And then, pero vamos a ver. So, yeah, Netflix has been one of those things like it's your go-to now. Like,
Mhm.
you really don't need TV unless for news, you know.
Mhm.
If you have Netflix and you have all these other apps, I
Mhm.
find that I don't know. I don't like Amazon Prime. I don't think they have enough volume for me. Like, I think it's just a slick way to get you to buy new movies
Mhm.
through Amazon Prime because we just got like, and I'm throwing Amazon Prime in there because I know everyone has like Prime, Hulu,
Mhm.
HBO, uh, Netflix. I see now Apple TV. Gosh, I
Mhm.
can't, I'm not going to keep up with all these
Right.
subscription services. I remember Netflix when it was an actual DVD
Right.
service.
Yes,
And I
and you
don't yeah, like I remember in college I had to mail in, grab my movies, mail it. Like I remember doing research papers like I need to get a Netflix. So I knew about Netflix before it became
mhm.
streaming.
Right.
Um so yeah, I mean it even Redbox can do streaming now, right?
Mhm.
So it's
Oh
like
gosh, I didn't even know that, but okay.
yeah, it's
Mhm.
overwhelming.
Yes,
So
it is.
I gotta play with HBO Max, but I feel like Hulu, maybe for shows.
Mhm.
Um, Amazon Prime, I think they're just trying to get you, in my
Yeah.
opinion, because they don't give you a lot of variety. HBO Max, I noticed the quality. So now I'm gonna watch more old movies. Like we literally watched Little Giants, we watched
Oh.
City Slickers, we watched Crows 2. Like we
Oh.
were we were watching, I watched
Mhm.
Wonder Woman.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
we definitely have been watching movies. Like
Mhm.
this whole weekend we were just watching a lot of movies.
Yeah, I just
Um
barely watched, Selena. I finished watching the series, so that
oh
was good.
nice.
And then I think it was one of those the news shows they came on saying, they're ready with season 2, so that it's all done, just ready for release. So looking forward to that. But we just watched Mank, Mank.
Mm.
And so that was a really interesting. My husband turned me on to that one. So if anybody watched Citizen Kane back in high school, Orson Welles, Citizen Kane. So it's the story behind that movie. Very, very interesting if you would like any of that historical stuff.
Is
So
that a series or a
no,
movie?
it's just a movie. It's probably
Okay.
about 2 hours long. But Gary Oldman plays Mank, and Gary Oldman's one of my favorite movie stars. He's done some really good stuff. So it's more of that, like, um, I mean, we're older, so I think I don't even know if they assign Citizen Kane anymore in high schools, but that's just one of a classic movie. Orson Welles is just classic, and the story behind it is really very interesting. So highly recommended, and it's on Netflix. So
Nice. What's it called again? So I want to look it up now.
it's
What
Mank,
man.
Mank. That's short for Herman Mankiewicz. So
Okay.
he was actually the writer behind the movie Citizen Kane.
Oh
So
nice.
Orson Welles kind of asked him to write this story, and it's based on William Hearst, who was the big newspaper magnate of the time. So
Nice.
it's just because I just remember Citizen Kane being such a dark, story, and now, like, I was telling my husband, I don't think I realized that it was a real guy. Like, I just thought it was a fictional character all this time, but
Oh.
not a real person. So,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out now. I think there's still a lot of things on my list.
hmm
Um, Asia said, I remember when Netflix was in the mail too, early Y2K. Yep, it was.
sure.
It was.
Mhm.
And did you watch Soul? It was such a
For
good
sure.
movie. Um,
Yeah.
my daughters watched it with their grandma. They
Mm.
did not like it. They didn't
Mm.
finish watching it. So I was,
Oh.
yeah, I was pretty surprised. So I said, I need to watch it myself and
Mhm.
really see. why they weren't interested in it, because I see a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's so nice, it's so good." Like, Yamila just said she thought it was a good movie. So
Mhm.
why did my girls not like it? Now I'm asking myself.
I heard other people commenting on Facebook about it too, so
Yeah.
it caught my attention.
Yeah, so I'm gonna check it out. I know it's with who's the main actor? Um oh, it's
Yeah, I don't
someone.
know what the actor's name is.
I know who it is. Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx
Oh,
is the
okay.
main character in that movie. So, but I know that Wonder Woman, right? They did like really
Oh.
good in the box
Mhm.
office
Mhm.
just with that subscription service, and they were like in some selected theaters.
Right.
A lot of people downloaded HBO Max, a lot of people
Mhm.
watched it.
Mhm.
I really want to talk about it, but Rebecca, don't
That'll
listen right now. No, I'm
be a
just joking.
topic for next week. Make sure
It'll
you
be
watch it. It's a
yeah,
topic for next week.
perfect. Yes, we'll talk about it next week. I'm not gonna lie, I was disappointed. I'm just gonna say that. I had to just say that. But you can't beat the first one.
I know.
First one.
Sequels are always so hard. They really are sequels because you've got that expectation, like, oh my goodness, that first one was just amazing, and then you go in and you're like, oh darn it. But it's hard to come up with a good sequel. It really is.
Yeah, it is. It is. Don't worry, Rebecca. I'm not going to spoil it for you. I was just a little disappointed. You might have a different opinion on it. You might
Mm-hmm.
love it. It was so long. It totally was very long. I agree, Christina. That was a long. It was long. I
Mm-hmm.
love the retro to it. I thought it was creative in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
The outfits. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
I just gotta bring up what's her name. Seemed like it wasn't going to be as good. Not enough action. Yeah, it wasn't that. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but the one of the characters, the Saturday Night Live chick, she surprised the heck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? I know someone knows her. She is the blonde. She is always goofy. She was in Bridesmaids, like
Kristen Wiig.
is that her
Kristen Wiig,
name?
maybe.
She's the blonde, right? The
That's the only one I can think of.
She was in Bridesmaids. She was the main bride. Her uh, the honor. What? How do you say it in English? The bride of honor.
Kristen Wiig.
Okay, her.
That Cheetah. That's I just googled it.
Yeah, she's in the movie. I thought her role was gonna be kooky or
Mm,
corny, because that's the role she always plays. Because she's from Saturday Night Live. I
mhm.
don't take her serious. I don't. But she played this role, and I said, "Oh, she's a little dark here. Like, I've never seen her in this light." So, actually,
Really,
I'm uh
she's a good person. Yeah.
yeah, Kristen Wiig. Yeah, they're
Okay.
agree with you, Maria. Um, that she went a little dark, and she
Mm,
was really good at the dark side. So I said, "Oh, she's opening up new roles because if she plays this role, you guys will see when you watch the movie how she played
yeah,
her role." But I was like, she's gonna start doing some more dark movies.
yeah, that's
She's
good.
very versatile. Yeah, I didn't expect that from her. I just
Mhm.
expected like, "Oh, here's a
Yeah,
corny, dorky, role she's gonna play." No, she came off total 180. So
nice.
yeah, definitely check her out. So
Mhm.
we can definitely go into what movies do you recommend during this week of rest and relaxation. So if you guys have any movies,
Yeah.
share it. I don't know if you have any recommendations, Maria,
Yeah,
to
like I said,
watch.
that one we just watched it, Mank, and it's not an action movie. It's definitely something you got to pay attention to, so don't watch it if you're tired. But like I said, it's a great storyline, and
Okay.
the writing is very good. Definitely wordsmith behind this, because the guy, Mank, is the guy that wrote the script for the movie Citizen Kane, so he's very articulate, and
Mm.
chooses his words nicely. And I almost sometimes had to rewind it, like, wait, what did he just say? Like, it was kind of just the words that he uses were very interesting. So But
Nice.
we like to watch more movies like that. Not the whole. I like CG. The computer graphics any day. But there's sometimes CG overload. Like I just want to watch just a movie about people. Sometimes it's like it doesn't have to be all this elaborate CG stuff.
Y-
Just a movie about people. Like
y-
that's
Yeah. Did you like the Irish? Did you watch what?
Irishman.
Yeah, did you watch The Irishman? Did you like it? Because that's a lot of see. There was a lot of like. Did you see how they made that movie though?
I didn't see how they made it, but is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, because
Mhm.
of all the, this all the graphics and how they altered their faces to make them look like a younger Al Pacino or a younger Robert De Niro. Like they had to use three cameras. Like it was intense when I watched the behind the scenes. I was like, oh my God, they
Mhm.
had to do all of that to make them look younger. So that was pretty cool, even though they really didn't look like their younger selves.
I was gonna say they didn't do a good job.
They didn't do a good job, but I could see they tried. Like
Yeah,
you
they
didn't see all
tried.
the wrinkles. Um, and
Hmm.
even like was it Robert De Niro when he had to get really physical? You could still tell he's like an old man because when he was trying to beat someone up, he looked like he was gonna break a hip. So you know what I'm talking about. Um, yeah,
And
what
you're right.
movies?
uh, no one else has recommendations.
No.
I think we're all just binging on like old stuff, huh? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Karate Kid, I'm waiting for that to come out. Did you watch Cobra Kai? I don't know if your kids were into Karate Kid or you guys were ever into Karate Kid in the 80s.
No. Mm-mm.
No? Okay. So I remember Karate Kid. I watched it. I was a kid, of course, when I watched it, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this Cobra Kai thing. I got so
Mhm.
into it.
Yeah.
Their next season's coming out in January, so I'm looking forward to it. It's definitely like very 80s. Like the main character it's about the enemy of Karate
Mhm.
Kid, right?
Okay.
So it's his story, even though main Karate Kid's in it. Um and his it's all about their kids and their high school time like now, but he's stuck in the 80s. So the
Oh.
main villain, so his language is very like it's not sensitive language. So if you do not like certain words, because right now it's all, everything is very sensitive, and you can't say certain things now that you were able to say in the 80s. Just putting
Mm-hmm.
that out there because I was cracking up. Like, did he just call this kid fat? Like he called him like shut up, fat ass, or something like he said. But now in regular TV, that's not acceptable, right? No, you can't call kids that. But
Right.
even if you watch old 80s movies nowadays, like they're talking about topics and you're like, wow, you could talk about you we were listening to this stuff.
Yeah. It's so funny you say that. I watched A Wonderful Life. Then I caught it on the TV, and one scene, the brother, they have an African American house, like a maid, right? So they're joking with her. They're treating her like one of the family members. They're actually telling her, sit with us. So I'm thinking that's kind of interesting, even for that time period, right? But then the brother comes behind her, like joking with her, and he goes and slaps her on the butt. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he just did that. Like, I never caught it before, but I thought, uh, how would that go in today's, if it was filmed today? And I don't know, like, first of all, I don't think many people have maids anymore, but it was just, I don't know, it caught me off guard, I guess. But you kind of catch those things when you think of the time period and just the people's roles and families and things. I don't know. I just was cracking up, and
Yeah.
my husband was like, "What? That was kind of weird."
Like, wait, this is
Oh,
acceptable?
yeah, exactly. What were the
Uh,
directors thinking?
yeah. Yamile said my husband watched it and didn't wait for me. I need to catch up. The little
Mhm.
bit I saw, it was good. That is
Mhm.
a good show.
Mhm.
Rebecca said I love Karate Kid. And then Rebecca said I watched Skyscraper this weekend. It was good. I was sweating just watching the action scenes. I don't know what skyscraper. I'm way behind then. I don't know which is that one.
Let's see that one.
Yeah, I didn't see that one, but I know I saw Crudes too. That was good.
Mhm.
It was
Yeah,
$20 to watch that, but I said, "All right, we're gonna watch it for the girls." So,
yeah. No, my husband watched something, but I can't remember what it was called. It was something about the eight, the evil eight, or something like that. He said it was very good.
oh, okay. I definitely gotta check out Skyscraper. I see it with Dwayne Johnson. So I'm sure,
Mhm.
yeah, it sounds
Good,
like it would be
good
a
one.
good movie. She does. That's now I get her emoji. I understand it now. um
Mm.
so this is
Yeah.
good. This is good conversation, ladies. We're just having, random conversations. It's the end of the year. We know that this is the time that everyone's like New Year resolutions, yay or nay, right? Um, my personal thoughts on resolutions. I don't like the word resolutions, but I know people like to use it.
Mhm.
Um, so I don't know, Maria. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I don't like resolutions. I think more of setting goals and planning them out. I mean, I know in the last year I've been definitely looking more towards doing that and actually writing things down. Like I think I was in denial about that for a long time. Like, why do I have to write things down? I'm gonna set a plan and I'm gonna do it. But man, just writing things down makes such a huge difference. And that's kind of why I'm liking the idea of the dream journal. But I yeah, I am, I've been looking for a planner for a long time, have not found one I like. So I'm actually kind of doing my own thing, kind of like chicken scratches, but I'm kind of developing my own system that works for me. But definitely writing things down has been a huge impact. And then, going through your coaching program and really planning things out and talking things out with somebody, huge difference for me. So definitely right now, looking at 2021, I've got some big plans, not resolutions, big plans and goals. And even in I belong to a yoga community, and they are talking about setting monthly. And I think you kind of alluded to this too. With the cohort is like trying something new every month, but they're actually saying like really plan, your goals around a monthly goal. So I think I'm definitely going to do that. And huge step I took this month that I was so nervous about telling people, because then it's like out there and I committed to it. But I joined Mary Yee's beach body group, and it is amazing. So they send you all these really cool things. You actually have a tracker, you actually track your food. They send you some recipes, tons and tons of videos. I'm really excited about it. And even the best part is my son and my husband are on board on this. I'm trying to get my other two to get on board. But they send you these cute little, like, containers that you label, and it's totally they give you the option of, watching your portions this way, or just following another meal program. So there's two options for you to follow. But I'm really excited because there's just so much out there. And then there's an accountability group, and they send you some exercise equipment that's really easy to install, and just videos galore. So I'm loving all of that availability. So putting it out there, it's my goal to lose some serious weight this year, and I'll keep you guys posted. So very
Nice.
excited.
Yeah, that sounds like some exciting stuff here. I'm excited for you, especially if you're, we have Yamalet. She referred back to the, just want to share her. Cruise was a good movie. I say it's cheaper than going to movies. It totally is cheaper for sure. And Yama said, yes, I have those containers. I'm going to start those again. I think it's good. The new year is good. It's always a good time to start,
Mm-hmm.
revisit what we did last year. Did we really hit all our goals the way we want to hit them? Yamalep, the containers, the portion control, right? If the portion control, if people struggle with portion control, it's so funny because I've always, when you look at the plate, you know how sometimes some plates have like an inner circle and then the outer circle. I love always to make sure that my food fits inside the inner circle. And that's it. I don't go like, if it's like, if we talk about portion control, you know how some people love to fill their plate to the rim? I don't do that. I just, if there's an inner circle, my food, if it fits in that inner circle, that's all I'm gonna serve. So I know it's funny because then when I'm serving my family at other parties or other gatherings, they're like, put more. I'm like, no, this is how I put my in, or my mom, she'll like cram that thing. I'm like, Mom, I can't eat all of this. This is just way too much for me. That's how I try to do, but I love the container idea because it's hard. And people don't have that habit, or
Right.
that they're accustomed to that. So congratulations, Maria, because I think that's a great
Yeah.
step. Um, I
And
wanted.
here, yeah, here at home, we're the same way, like you're saying. We don't eat a whole lot of fried foods, and that's why when I had to fry them bananas, I was like, no. I was like, once in a while, it's okay. Like we do eat Popeye's chicken. We do, we do those things. It's like you can't help it. But being very self-conscious about your portions is huge. And yeah, we have the big plates and then the smaller plates, and I tend to 95% of the time use the smaller plate, like you're saying, and serve yourself once, because it's so easy to be like, oh yeah, portion control, but then you go up for seconds. No. You're
Yeah.
the purpose. But I like these because they give you a real true visual of what is the portion, and then to stick to it. And it
Mhm.
is a commitment, and it is, you do have to give some things up. But you didn't get to a certain point in your weight, like your weight problem, if you see it, you did something. So now you just got to reverse it. It's like a mindset that I got here for, because I was eating a certain way or not moving, not exercising. So I just got to reverse that, get myself moving, and just really watch that. And I
Yeah.
like you just feel so much better when you are eating healthy and exercising. You really
Yeah.
do.
I think one of the things that people got to keep in mind, especially since we're talking about goals, and uh, if it took you that long to put on that weight,
Hmm.
you didn't gain that weight overnight. It's not going to take you a month to drop that weight. Realistically, it takes time to get down back to a
Hmm.
normal size, and you're going to have hiccups on the road. And but I think if it's consistent and slow progress,
Hmm.
that's a better success than a overnight 30 pounds down because you've been starving yourself eating 500 calories a day. Like that's unrealistic, right?
Right.
So, like I finally have my vision board
Mm.
here. So for those that are part of the membership
Oh,
community, I
oh,
finally got it. It came through Canva. So I
that's
wanted
amazing.
I wanted to share that the audio is gone. Can you
Oh,
hear me,
I
Maria?
can hear you. Yes. Hmm.
I think we could hear each other. I hope we could hear each other. Um, but if other people can't hear, let us know so that we can make sure that um we do what we got to do. Whoever's watching someone else, let us know if the audio's on or gone also, just so that we can check. Can you hear me? Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Whoa, I could hear myself. Okay. No, we could hear ourselves. So I don't know what
Hmm.
happened, Yamalet, but I have it now, my board. I don't think I'll ever go to magazines again, guys. I don't
That's
think.
amazing, Jennifer. That came out
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, it came out really good. So I'm probably gonna put it somewhere up here on this
Hmm.
wall. But it was just a lot quicker to do the vision board this time around.
Hmm.
And the fact that you can print it out and just
Hmm.
put it on your phone, put it on your screen. I think you can be a lot more intentional. Let me put this down
I
over
love
here.
it.
So I wanted to share that. So that's why for me, like, yeah, these are goals. They're not to me. It's not resolution, right? It's not. I don't even know what the heck that means. What is a New Year's resolution, right? Um,
Mhm.
right? Like you find a solution, you find a resolution. Like I'm thinking conflict resolution. Like what is a resolution, right?
Mhm.
but like I even love the idea that you're making your planner that fits for you. I know there's a whole community on
Mhm.
women that love to make their own and design their own
Mhm.
planners. And I'd be like, dang, like they'd be bedazzling the heck
Mhm.
out of those journals.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw them. Like I know some people really like the Japanese journals.
Mm.
um I don't know if you've seen them. They're like really checkered boxes, and
Mhm.
the reason why people like it is because they kind of trace and make like their graphs or make their lines the way
Mhm.
they want it. I know one of my coaches uses like the more the Japanese journals to plan, because she designs her own planner. So for her, it makes more sense to just draw it out on a sheet
Mhm.
of what
Mhm.
she's gonna do. So it's whatever works for you, but the goal is get it written down.
Mhm. For sure.
If you want to lose weight,
Mhm.
um my goal is to get back down to under 200, and thankfully I've lost 15 pounds.
Okay.
So I definitely need to lose another 15
Mhm.
pounds. I don't know what the heck my scale is going to look like today, but
Don't even get on it. Just wait till
oh,
Monday.
no, I have to because we get fined. So if you jump on the
Oh,
scale, so the
okay.
way our and I
Mhm.
think I want to change the name. It's called the Biggest Loser because it's a
Mhm.
biggest Wise Biggest Loser 12-week challenge. So in our community, I think that's the incentive of, it's almost like, you jump on the scale. If you gain weight, you get fined. If you stay the
Mhm.
same, you get fined. If you don't jump on the scale, you get fined. And
Mm.
it's a commitment to the community. Like, and if you don't, like I tell the women, if you want to lose weight, just work on losing weight. Like, you don't want to pay, just work on losing weight. Work on,
Yes.
and of course, we're going to fail at it. Sometimes we are going to pay the fines or not, but you're more conscious of what you're doing through the week, right? Except this week. This week I was like, oh hell. All hell goes out the window. I don't care. We're going to eat whatever comes comes my way. Um
Mhm.
but there was still portion control, and there was still, like, I was saving all my calories for Christmas, so I was
Mhm.
all of that stuff. So we'll see how much damage happened this week.
Mhm.
Any other, any other things anyone wants to share, or you, Maria, in regards to like resolutions or goals, or you have your plan to lose weight?
Mhm.
I don't
Yes.
know if you're bold to say how much.
Well, I actually, if I can lose 2 pounds a month, right now it's 24 pounds in a year. I'm older, so I know it's harder for me to lose weight. And if I can stick to that, I think I'd be happy. But if I lose more, then, because even if I said 3 pounds a month, or maybe that's what I said, 3 pounds, 36, I think maybe
Yeah,
36
that's
pounds, it would be doable.
I think so. I think so. So we love being healthy in this community. So we
Mhm.
love to try to always challenge ourselves, not because we want to be thin, because we want to feel good, right?
Yes.
We want to be healthier. We want to, it's a fact. You take care of your body, you're gonna feel better, right? And
Mhm.
I love
Mhm.
what one woman shared in our community a couple months ago, which I've been a little more conscious of, is try to put more things that are alive inside of you versus dead,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Because if you're putting more things that are alive inside of you, you're going to feel alive. If you're going to put more dead things inside of you, you're going to
Mhm.
feel dead. So I thought that's such a great way to think about it, right? Um, Meat is dead, right? Meat meat rots versus a lettuce. I don't know if you guys ever done it. Maybe you have, Maria. You buy a lettuce head and you stick that in the dirt. It's still going to grow. It's going to
Mhm.
grow roots. That's
Yes.
how I try to get my plants.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
You know?
that's a great way to look at it. And the other side of that also is, oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. But my husband stopped eating red meat also. Um, and that was the other thing, is that as long as you eat something that comes out of the earth, I think was the other thing I've heard. If it comes
Nice.
out of the earth, then it's better for you than anything else. Because even um, that's why people are vegetarians or vegans. That is just the healthiest that you can be, the healthiest type of eating. You can still get your proteins and your carbs and your iron and everything from fruits and vegetables. And if you think about it, the largest animals in the world are vegetarians. Think about the elephants and the
Mhm.
giraffes, and even some gorillas and apes. Some of them, that's all they eat is fruits and vegetables, and
Yeah,
they are the largest animals in the world. So you don't have to eat meat, red meat and chicken or whatever.
yeah,
You can live on just a vegan or vegetarian diet. I mean, you
yeah,
have to be very conscientious of how much, because it's definitely, that's portions to be able to get your vitamins, but it's possible.
yeah, yeah, and of course we're not like go vegan or go
Yeah, no, no, no.
vegetarian.
I'm
This
just
is a
saying,
personal. This
yeah,
is
this
a,
is what I've for, you do some research, you watch some documentaries, and that's some of the information that they share. So
Yeah, but what I love is when you go vegetarian, people think you're not getting enough protein, and that is the truth. How do
mhm,
cows get their
mhm,
protein? Or,
mhm,
the only thing that you'll be deficient is B12, and when you don't eat meat, so you need to find a vitamin that's going to provide B12.
mhm,
That's it. That's all you get from meat. That you can get everything else from fruits and vegetables
mhm,
and grains. So I think for me, it's easier for me to let go of. Uh, it's easier for me to let go of meat than let go of carbs. I'll just be honest.
mhm.
I love rice. I love
Yeah,
bread.
yes.
Like for me, that I
Mhm.
cannot live without. I could live without meat. I can't live without carbs. um so if I need to fry something, I'm gonna fry cauliflower. Like that's
So there you go.
fried cauliflower wings. They have those recipes.
Hilarious.
um, so I don't know about everyone else, but let us know if you like New Year's resolutions. Is that a yay or a nay? Do you have already some plans? And then, of course, while those messages come in, we want to make sure we give some shout outs. So if you are watching, let us know if you're promoting anything so that we can share it on the screen. If you got anything, any good news, any or your goals you want to share with us, we'll put them live so that we can share it here. And Maria, do you have any promotions or anything that you want to share with the viewers before we sign off?
Excuse me. Yes, as I mentioned, I am using the product Now You Invest, which is an online platform, and I would love to share more information about that. I'm also consultant for Rodan and Fields, which is premier skincare. And so if you have any type of like acne scars or aging scars. Don't want to use that word, but some of us have them, or even just sun damage. I don't know if any of you have spent a lot of time in the sun, this summer. I know that happens to me a lot, and I usually just do a certain regimen for about 30 days and it clears it up. So if you want to know more about that, definitely reach out to me. Let me know.
Yeah, you have that serum. That
Mm.
serum.
Hydration serum is amazing.
Y-
Yes, that's
Yes.
definitely a must during the season. And they have a body
Yes.
um, hydration serum that is just amazing. Like I don't use anything else, and you use it so long time. You can even go a day or two without using it because now your skin is really nicely hydrated that you don't have to
Y-
use it every
Yeah.
day after a certain period of time. So, but it's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you have a great product. The serum, I can vouch for that one because I struggled with dry skin on my face. I'm talking
Mhm.
about it was flaky, dry skin all over my face. I mean, I looked like I was a peeling fruit. I don't know what's the best way to. I never really struggled with dry skin till the last
Mhm.
2 years, and it's really just my face. It's not my body. And I mean, I was peeling like it was terrible. It was dreadful. Like I would exfoliate. I would do everything. I would do face masks. I would do anything I could think of. And then finally, I don't know how I came across your product, but I just remember we
Mhm.
connected and I told you, and you said, well, this serum's really good. And I was like, okay, let me try it. I'm willing to try anything at this point. I was desperate because I
Mhm.
didn't like how my face was so dry. And literally, I put it on and it was like perfect. Like my skin sucked it right up.
Mhm.
My face rarely peels. So I know that that serum is really good because I had some really bad skin peeling on my face. I guess you hit 30 and just, you're in your
Yeah.
30s and your body starts changing.
Yes. And that was the other thing I was going to say is that you may be using a certain product for a certain amount of time and all of a sudden you're like, why isn't this working anymore? And that's exactly why, because our bodies change, and especially us women that we go through those changes, and once you hit 30, 40s, 50s, your body definitely is changing, and that includes your skin. And so what happens is with our products is you may be using a cleanser with a lotion with a cream or something like that, but they work together. So even if you're saying, oh yeah, but I use this and I use this and I use this over the counter, there might come a time when they're not going to work for you the same. And
Mhm.
it's not the products, it's just that your skin might be changing. So it doesn't hurt to try something new, you know.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And I
Mhm.
think the owners are the same people that created the
Proactive.
Proactive,
Hmm.
right? The doctors. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good product. It's a good product. So thank you so much for sharing um your product and your services with us. And for those that are still watching, we have definitely, our community has lost 275 pounds. So, as a community in 1 year, 2020, we are 275 pounds lighter.
That's
That's,
amazing.
and I shared it in the last show, but that's
Hmm.
two adults and one child, depending on the size of the adult, of course. But I'm just going based off a 100-pound person, right? Um, but that to me was like, wow, as a community, we've lost this much weight. So I want to encourage you, ladies, if you are watching and you want to check out The Biggest Loser, and The Biggest Loser has nothing to do. We don't really promote. We promote what works for us as an individual. We give ideas. Hey, this works for you. This, someone might be on Beachbody, someone else might be on Thrive, someone else might be whatever works for you. It's not about trying to sell a specific product. It's all about, okay, the accountability towards having a healthier lifestyle is what The Biggest Loser really has become. So I'm excited because for 2021, we're going to run it twice. And the
Mm.
only time we're running it for the public is in January. Will be the only time that we will run it to get people signed up. And then the next time around will be people that are only in our community, in our membership. So if you sign up in January, I believe it's the first, second week, and I'll share more details and post. You can reach out to me if you want to learn more about The Biggest Loser, but the cost is pretty economical. I think it's like $40 to enroll for 3 months. And then you just got to make sure that you're working towards not gaining weight. That's it. So if you don't gain weight, you don't get fined. And that's usually why it's worked so well because people don't want to pay those fines. So, um, so thank you so much, everyone watching. If you have any more questions, you can find us at Women's Self Development on Facebook. You can go to our website, womensselfdevelopment.org, or you can definitely join our free Facebook community, the Wise Women Support Group, and you can learn more stuff there about us. And this is Maria's
Oh, I'm so sad.
her last show with
But I'll
us.
be back.
Yeah, you'll be
I'll be
back.
back.
You'll
Yeah.
be back. She was with us for the
So much
entire
fun.
month. You were awesome. You were
Oh, thank you
awesome.
so much. I had so much fun.
What I really love is the topics are really the interests of our co-hosts, and and we kind of like uh put together topics that are interest to the co-host, which is what I really enjoy because you get to know the co-host more, get to know me more, you get to know the audience more. So
Mhm.
we'll definitely bring you back in the summer.
Awesome.
So we're excited. But thank you so much, Maria, for your hard work this month. You were definitely awesome to work with. You're definitely a teacher. Definitely a teacher. I could totally tell with your style. Uh, you're definitely a planner. There's a lot of great things about Maria. You guys need to connect with her if you don't know her. And then we'll have Kim Montesinos as our
Yeah.
co-host for January. So I'm excited to see her style of running shows. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. You guys are awesome. Have an amazing, restful week.
Hmm. And a happy new year. We won't see
Yeah.
you till next year.
Yes.
Yeah.
See you 2021.
All right. You guys be safe and have a great new year.